So in this next section we're going to actually colorize and change the shape and size of the particles to give it more of the flame on burning look. The way we're going to do that is we're going to use two extra nodes. Initially we're going to put them outside this compound, and then eventually we'll put them inside the compound and export the compound as a new version. So we're going to get, the first node will change its size, and we can do that by using the set particle size. And there's a set particle size node under particle setters. We'll connect this into the ice tree, and then we're going to use one of them modulate, and there's a modulate by age percentage, and this is one of those compounds you can use, and it takes the age percentage and allows you to change the size. We won't see the particle size change yet until we go into the compound. Let's close that down for a second, and we change its shape to something that actually size is affected, such as a sphere. Now when we hit play, we're going to end up with some really big particles. The reason they're so big is this modulate value by age percentage is default to 20. I'm going to bring this to like 0.8 and then hit play again, and then the particles come out much smaller, but they may be getting a bit too small, so I'm actually going to change its end size by clicking here, right mouse button, and just do key properties to maybe 0.2 as the end size, and that should be pretty good. I may change the shape as well of this so they get smaller quicker, and more of a sharper curve here, and then here as well, just sharpen that down a bit. That should be good. So we'll hit play and we'll have a look at how those look, and I'm pretty happy with how those particles are moving. They're lasting a bit too long, so we're going to just change its age from 3 to maybe 2 or 1.5 even. Let's go down to 2, and that's pretty good. And I may change its direction force to 0.3, so we have less Y force. It keeps the particles closer together as well, and that's looking pretty good. I'm just going to go here and just do a quick render region, and you can see right now it's just a bunch of spheres on top of each other, and they're still grey. Even when we colorize the particles, they'll still be grey until we actually put a shader on these. But you can go to shaded view here and see them shaded in color to give you an idea how they would look. And this is why I like to set the color in here, just so I can see and preview in real time, apart from rendering continuously. So the next node we're going to do is one of the color nodes, and it's modify particle color. This is a really nice node because it actually has the age built into it. So we just hook this in. When you double click on it, you can see you can use age or age percentage or all different things to control the particle color. And I'm going to use age percentage or age, doesn't matter. In this case, age would be nice because I actually like the idea of it increasing. We know our age is set to 2, so I set my end value to 2, and then I want to set the colors. And I can do this by clicking on these colors here and picking flame-like colors. I think the best thing to do whenever you're doing that is actually go in and get some reference. So I'm just going to open up my rendering image clip viewer here, and I'm just going to load in some clips. And I have a couple on my desktop. And I have these flame ones. Let me just double click on it. Flame 1. And we'll get another one here. Import flame 2. Just make these a bit smaller to see. Just go to zoom to half size. So I have these two flame images, flame 1 and flame 2. I'll just use that flame 2 because it has a bit more color range in it. And we can use this to actually pick my colors and use as reference. And this is just a picture I took of a burning match. So I'll just go to the first color here, and that's going to be that kind of dark red color. And I can just use the eyedropper and actually pick directly from my reference. It's good. I'll go to the end color. Again, click on the eyedropper. I can pick the colors. And again, we'll just go with red there. And then we'll set some middle colors. Roughly here, we'll set this brighter yellow. Let's go maybe there. And we can duplicate this just clicking close to it and just dragging over there. And then in the middle here, we want that almost white color that's in the center of this hot white color. There we go. And we can move these around. Whoops, I actually picked again by accident. There we go. I picked one with a slight yellow tinge to it. I can always brighten this up later on by adjusting these to kind of HLS and pumping the lightness up. But I'm going to make these glow a bit anyway. I wanted some color in everything. If we hit play now, we can see they start red and they go to white, and then they go back to their orangish color. I want more white in there, so I'm just going to spread these out. We can also spread these little controllers that decide how things are. So maybe the red is going to be a smaller and sharp. We can do the sharpness of the fall off here by controlling these ones. And that's looking pretty good. Range wise, just hit play again and just have a look at those one more time. We can see we're going to the white and then out to the red. Now we may need to adjust that later on when we get to the actual rendering stage. But that's where of setting up the color and the size. Now to put these back inside our compound, just as simple as when we actually took things out the compound, we can actually take these nodes, I middle click on that one, just shift to get this one, Control X to cut them out, go inside my compound, and just go in, Control V, paste them in, just move those around a bit to find a good place for them, and we're going to add a couple more nodes here, insert port before, and insert one more port before, and just link these two in here. So that's that one is linked in, and the size is linked in. And we probably want some outputs as well, so we can actually get this data out if we need to. And the way we're going to do that is we want the base value and the profile curve for the modulate out. So we just drag those in, because we probably want to adjust those to adjust the flame. And again, for the modified particle color, probably a few things out here. Definitely want, the gradient here out so we can see that. And let's see how this looks on the outside. I think that will probably be enough. So I have a gradient here we can adjust, and that's probably fine. And then you can see our profile curve and our base value for the size. So that's our new compound, and we can just go in, export this one out. So we'll just do export compound. First of all, let's change its properties. Since it's a new version, do 1.2, and we'll just export compounds. And then we have that new one exported out that's ready to be used. And again, you can see our different versions, 1.1 and 1.2. So everything's working well here, and I'm happy with this. And the next we're going to go into start working with the rendering and actually make sure these actually render out, because right now if you render them, they're still grey balls.